So this is why I decided to go for my Part 107 and become a certified remote drone pilot. It all started with just seeing an ad on YouTube about a drone called the Neo from DJI. I really didn't know much about operating a drone other than you can just order it on Amazon and fly it around. And then realization hit when I started watching YouTube videos and I discovered that there's quite a bit to aviation. I decided to do a little bit of research and took the trust exam. After I passed that, and that's a free exam, just go on the internet one day and learn as much as I could to pass the Part 107. So I did the typical YouTube videos that you see all over the place when you search it. However, what I learned was after a short period of time, there's a lot more to just those videos. And quite frankly, a lot of the different videos that are offered for free are not that accurate. There's a lot of contradictions. And that eventually led me to Pilot Institute, where I took the Pilot Institute Part 107 Made Easy course, which I found to be pretty good. It was a comprehensive, explaining every aspect of it. So it wasn't just about passing the Part 107, it was actually learning about aviation, which I thought was really cool. Now, what also was nice is the Part 107 exam, they have practice exams throughout that course. So as you complete each chapter, there's a test, and then at the end, there's a final. The other nice thing is the people that run Pilot Institute, they have a weekly live stream where you can sit there and talk to the people there and ask questions, which is kind of nice. But one thing I'll say is you should definitely pick up the testing supplement, even though you may or may not need it on the test day. During my Part 107 test, 65 questions, not one of them required me to open this book, which I thought was funny. But I think on some combinations of the exam, they probably do ask questions that you may want to use the book. But I found in studying, especially like the sectional charts, when you're studying, you really want to be able to look at the areas and make out the different airspaces and just practice that over and over again. The other thing I'll mention is during the exam, I did bring my ruler and I did bring a calculator and I brought my magnifying glass. But for me, a lot of the questions seemed to be older. They didn't require me to use any of this, but I imagine that some variations of the exam would require you to use that. And really, it's a little bit of a commitment up front, but I think going forward, it's not a major commitment. Just keep current every 2 years. You need to renew your Part 107. But it's nice being able to communicate too with pilots. I've actually had some good conversations with real pilots now, and I can kind of speak the lingo. So yeah, I recommend again take a course. In this particular case, I recommend Pilot Institute. They were a good course. Take your notes. Be prepared for the exam day with all your stuff. Um, I think I completed it in less than an hour. They give you like 2 hours to do it. You really don't need it, especially if you study the material. You really don't need to be in there that long. So the questions go fairly quick since they're multiple choice. Good luck if you take the exam. If you've already passed it, maybe I'll see you out in the field. Peace out.